Hey viewers, this is your financial planner Amit Kachelia, and I'm back with another financial planning related video, and the name of the topic as mentioned is top up versus super top up health insurance. So before we deep dive, let me complete my drill that rest be assured you are in credible hands, because neither myself nor my organization or any of my employees are associated to any financial product selling company, which means neither I am a mutual fund distributor or an insurance agent or a stockbroker. I am just here to provide you unbiased training, impart unbiased knowledge. I am not here to sell anything. Okay. Still, what's my integrity as your trainer then, from whom you want to learn? Obviously, you can visit this website india.fpsb.org, wherein it mentions that I am a certified financial planner. I completed this course way back in 2008. That is the year of global financial crisis. So during crisis, I completed my course, and since then I'm a fee only financial planner. So I charge fees to my clients. So I call myself as a financial doctor with no pathological or pharmacy tie-ups. Okay. So let's deep dive. So why we make the videos? Obviously our motto is very simple, that no country can sustain economic development unless its middle class and upper middle class families become financially independent. Okay. So with that motto in mind, now let's first understand what is a top-up policy. My name of the topic is overall top up versus super top up. So we need to compare both the categories of plans. But let's first understand what do you mean by a top up policy. So it's a medical cover beyond a certain amount of deductible, you get the claim. Okay. So for example, your 10 lakh, your cover is of let's say 50 lakhs with 5 lakh deductible. So there are two figures for you to understand. 50 lakhs is your total cover of this policy and 5 lakh is deductible. Okay. So in this case, supposing the claim is of 20 lakhs. So it's within 50 lakhs. So you can get the amount from this policy. But 20 lakhs is the claim. 5 lakh is deductible by default. So which means you'll be getting from this company from whom you have purchased this policy, top up policy, you'll be getting 15 lakhs. You cover, let's say your claim is 35 lakhs, 5 lakh deductible. So 35 minus 5, 30. 45 lakhs claim. So 45 minus 5, 40. That's how a top up works. Same logic is for super top up, but there is a difference in terms of deductible. Deductible is not per claim. In this case, deductible is only for the year. Okay, now this being technical, I will explain through examples, numerical examples later, but let's understand the importance and relevance of having a top up or a super top up policy for your family. So for that matter, we need to just brush through some of the estimated costs which people incur in India relating to certain very heavy diseases or troublesome diseases like organ transplants, like heart, kidney and so on. The range of cost I'm giving across India is from 20 lakhs to 1 crore depending upon the complication of the case and the organ. Supposing you go, a family person is required to go for advanced heart surgery, the cost is from 10 lakhs to 25 lakhs. Advanced cancer treatments, 25 lakhs to 1 crore. So these are very huge, humongous costs which a middle class or upper middle class family needs to bear from their medical policy. But the problem is, average middle class family is having a basic mediclaim of 5 or 10 lakhs only. So can the cover manage this humongous cost? Then let's take some neuro related disorders, surgeries. So 15 lakhs to 1 crore depending upon again the complications of the case. Accidental surgeries, that is physical related. So again it goes to 5 lakhs to 50 lakhs. I'm just giving a broader range. Okay. So we from this, it's very clear that our basic mediclaim of 5 to 10 lakhs won't suffice the total cost of hospitalization pre and post and all other related incidental cost. Now let's Through example, understand how a top-up or a super top-up policy functions. Although there is one big difference between a top-up policy and a super top-up policy, but that I will explain in my later part of the presentation. Let's take the case of you are having a base plan, or you are into job and your employer is giving a maximum limit of either 10 lakhs or 5 lakhs in the given examples, and you have a top-up or a super top-up plan. Okay, two figures are mentioned, 10 lakh oblique 100 lakhs in some cases 5 lakhs oblique 100 lakhs. Now what does that mean? The deductible amount is 10 lakhs, but the total sum insured for that particular product is super top-up or top-up is 100 lakhs, that is 1 crore. Let's take the first example. You are having for yourself a base plan of 10 lakh mediclaim. We call it as family floater or a family mediclaim policy. So that cover from your employer, the group medical insurance. Let's say that base plan is of 10 lakhs and you are having a 10 lakh oblique 100 lakh super top-up or a top-up policy. Now let's say the claim is 25 lakhs. So from the top-up policy or the super top-up policy, what the company will pay is 25 lakhs minus 10 lakhs deductible amount. Okay, so you get from the super top-up policy 15 lakhs as a claim. Okay, let's take base plan is 5 lakhs, but you have purchased a top-up or super top-up policy with a deductible of 10 lakhs oblique 100 lakhs total cover. Now the claim is 25 lakhs. So how this will work is, total claim is 25 lakhs, 5 lakhs will be paid from your base plan. Okay, but the top-up or a super top-up company from 25, they won't be paying 10 lakhs because that's a deductible. So they will be paying 15 lakhs. So basically 15 lakhs is paid by a top-up or a super top-up policy, 5 lakh by the base plan policy, and 5 lakh you have to bear it from your own pocket, from your own funds, or maybe borrow from relatives. Third case, you don't have a base plan but you have a top-up or a super top-up policy. It's allowed. It's not that you need to have a base plan to have a top-up policy or a super top-up policy. So let's take the third case, base plan 0. You don't have a base plan or your employer is not providing that kind of a facility, but you did purchase a top-up or a super top-up policy. The third case I am mentioning. In this case, your claim is, let's say, 25 lakhs. In this case, 25 minus 10 deductibles, 15 lakhs you will be paid from by the top-up or a super top-up insurance company. But 10 lakhs you have to manage it from your own pockets. Fourth scenario, 10 lakh base plan, 10 lakh deductible, 100 lakh the sum insured. 65 lakh is now the claim. So 65. So 55 lakhs will be paid by the top-up or a super top-up company. Obviously 10 lakhs the base plan is covering, so nothing is going from your pocket basically. Now 5 lakh base plan, 5 lakh deductible, 100 lakh cover, 65 lakhs is the claim. Now in this case 65 lakh is the claim, 5 lakh deductible, so 60 lakhs will be paid by this company. Okay, last scenario, 10 lakh base plan, no super top-up policy, and now this is the interesting part. Your total claim is 50 lakhs. Your employer or your base plan will manage 10 lakhs, 40 lakhs you have to manage from your own funds, and there is every possibility that even your relatives may not be able to help you with 40 lakhs of a big amount. So from riches you go to rags. Raja se rank ho jayenge hum. So that is the relevance, importance of having a top-up or a super top-up policy. Now let's understand what's the broad difference between a top-up and a super top-up. The difference is, in case of a same year, if there are multiple claims, second or third claim, then in that case the rule is for top-up, for each and every claim within the year, every time the deductible will be deducted, only the balance amount will be paid by the insurance company. Let's take, but that is not the case in case of super top-up. So that's very interesting, and that's where super top-up I will prefer or I will recommend. So obviously that also means the premium for top-up will be lower than the super top-up, but still I will share how cheap a super top-up policy can be later on. First, let's take this example of a top-up. First claim amount of the year 45 lakhs. let's assume you had a base plan or your employer plan of 10 lakhs. Top up plan you will pay how much then? 35. So 45 minus 10, because the deductible is also of 10 lakhs. So 35 lakhs will be paid by the top up company. Same year another claim comes of 15 lakhs, 15. Now obviously base plan is exhausted because it was of 10 lakhs which is consumed in the first claim itself. So now top up will pay 5 lakhs, because again what it will do, claim of 15 minus deductible, so it is 10 lakhs deductible per claim. So 5 lakhs will be paid. Okay. But what happens in case of super top up? Same figures, 45, 35 paid by the super top up plan. Second claim comes 15. Since you have used the deductible in over here, okay, in the first claim, that is why you'll be paid full 15 lakhs. Okay. So even third claim comes of let's say 35 lakhs. Again it will be paid in full in case of super top up. Now there are no further deductions because you have exhausted the deductions in the first claim itself. If some deductions are pending, then those will be used in the subsequent claim part. So that's how there is a broad difference between a top up and a super top up plan. Now, why super top up is most important? So let's understand that generally every middle class and upper middle class family is having a family floater or a family plan or medical insurance for their families, for self, spouse, children, maybe parents also. So, or their employer is covering to the tune of 5 lakhs, 3 lakhs, 10 lakhs and so on. So that should not be a problem. But my suggestion is, even if you don't have a medical plan, it's fine, because 5 to 10 lakhs is an amount which a middle class family may be able to manage it on their own, or maybe by asking some money from their relatives, friends and so on. But what if the claim comes out to 50 lakhs, 60 lakhs, 70 lakhs, which we have seen in complicated health cases, they do come. That's where the super top up will have a role to play. Okay, and that's where the relevance or the importance of super top up increases. Okay, and there is no hard fast rule or guarantee that if I get a complicated disease in this year, my spouse won't have in the same year. So the deduction, if it's happening in the first time itself, no further deductions will happen in subsequent claims of that particular. So that's the advantage of having a super top up policy. Now obviously comes the cost of having a super top up. So I will share one myths as a family example I will share. So you can do your own calculations or approach your financial planner or advisor. So let's take a case of a couple with an age profile of mid 40s, husband, wife, okay, and with let's say one minor kid. You'll be surprised for a 1 crore super top up with 10 lakh deductible. So 1 crore, but they won't pay you 10 lakhs. If the claim is above 10 lakhs, then only they pay. Okay, that's the logic of deductible. So for 1 crore super top up plan, its per annum range is, because company to company this range varies, that's why I'm giving you the figures on as a range. It's 7,000 per annum to 15,000 per annum, broad range. So it's very much within our reach. So I have a cover. Let me again be very candid without sharing the company's name. I have for myself 90-10, that is 10 lakhs deductible, total cover 1 crore. So basically 90 lakhs. So for this I am hardly paying 6,500 per annum, in which I am covering myself, my spouse and my minor son. Okay, so with this it's very within my budget range, but I am stress free, because any complicated diseases happens to me or to my wife or to my kid, I won't be on roads. I won't be forced to sell all my investments to manage this particular hospitalization. That's where the super top up plays a very big role. Okay. Now, should we go with deductible of 5 lakhs or 10 lakhs? My suggestion will be you go with a deductible of 10 lakhs. Why? Because 10 and 95 lakhs, okay, is more costly than 10 90 lakhs. Company has done their own calculations that generally if people get hospitalized, their claim is within the range of 4 lakhs, 5 lakhs, 7 lakhs. That's why they are increasing the premium if you go for 595 versus 1090. In my case also it is 1090. That is why it's costing me much cheaper against if I had gone in for 595. And secondly, average middle class family, as I mentioned earlier, maybe at the risk of being repetitive, 5 lakh to 10 lakh is a figure which we can manage. You need to understand the pyramid. Well, ultra rich are financially strong enough, even if they don't have a super top up, doesn't matter to them. For poor, there are so many number of government schemes. So again, being a poor, again they may be in a position by support of state and central governments that they will be taken care of. But middle class, you need to be on your own. You need to be independent and not dependent on any government schemes, because nobody will come to your rescue. Even relatives, they can rescue you to the tune of 1 lakh, 2 lakh, 5 lakh, 10 lakhs, not 60 and 75 lakhs. Okay, and I mentioned in my earlier slide of the costing of hospitalizations, they are rising at an alarming rate. Secondly, if I have a super top up policy, I can think of maybe getting diagnosed and cured by the best of the hospitals in any part of the India, irrespective of the cost, because I know company will make the payment. Okay, so instead of, let's say I suffer from some kind of heart disease, acute heart disease, and instead of getting cured in Nasik, which is a small town, I may think of having the best doctors of, let's say, Mumbai or Pune, assuming there are best doctors over there, okay, as an example. Okay, so that's the benefit of having a good super top up cover. Okay, now different scenarios. Now there is but interesting fact that the base plan company from whom you have the base plan, or your employer is having the base plan, and if your super top up company are different, then, or if they are the same, then how the things will work. So let's take the first scenario. You are having a base plan, and your base plan as super top up companies are the same. For example, your base plan is of X limited insurance company, even super top up is of X limited insurance company. In this particular case, your total claims will be cashless, but you have a base plan of X limited insurance company and a super top up plan of a Y limited insurance company. Then original documents can be submitted to only one insurance company. So the cost will be reimbursed by the second insurance company based on the records of the first insurance company. So in this particular case, you have to bear the cost from your pocket, which will get reimbursed by the super top up insurance company. Okay, let's say you have a group, same logic again, employer plan, which company you are having, you can ask your employer and buy a super top up of that particular company only to have a cashless thing. Otherwise the logic remains the same. But what if you don't have a base plan? So because base plans are costly, 5 lakh 10 lakh premiums are like heavy. My suggestion will be, if you are in a good financial position to have, let's say you're having equity mutual fund, shares, FDs to the tune of emergency, to the tune of, let's say 5 to 10 lakhs, even if you don't have a base plan, it's fine, because you won't be coming on roads. हम रास्ते पे नहीं आएंगे 5-10 लाख से, but okay, so you don't have a base plan, doesn't matter. You have a super top up. Obviously now the original documents are with you only. You submit it to the super top up insurance company and it will be cashless. Okay, so that's how the things will work in different scenarios. Okay, hope this is making it clear. So now, as a general explanation, I will give some steps. You need to profile your family in terms of your health, hereditary issues and so on. One, chalk out your affordability zone or range in terms of the premium. So 5, 95, 10, 1 crore or 90 lakhs and so on. What benefits your employer is giving during in your job, and post retirement some employers do give that benefits also. You can check out with your employer. So, and based on that you can just search the options available on the Google and just do compare the distinct features of each and every plan, because super top up is a common term, but every company may have some additions, deletions, some things covered, not covered, and I'm not going into the nuances of the medical terminologies. Okay, and hope you like this video, and thank you. This is my email ID and my YouTube channel. Thank you so much.